Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another lesson with us here at English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going back to school.
That's right. We're talking about my least favorite subject.
That would be math.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about math. Now, I know that many of you, of course, know math.
Right.
But do you know the operations in English?
Many people find it hard to find the right words to talk about math in English.
Right? So that's what we're going to be looking at today.
And we'll also look at some names that you can call people who are really, really, really smart.
So let's listen to our dialogue for the first time, and then we'll come back and look at those math words.
All right, children, let's review. Tommy, pay attention.
Sorry, Miss Cadlick.
Okay, Crystal, now tell me. What's 4 plus 11?
15.
Miss Cadlick always asks Crystal. She's such a teacher's pet.
Okay, and what about 56 minus 60?
-4.
Very good. 12 times 12?
Very good. Suck up.
144.
0 divided by 1?
0.
How did you know that? Okay, smarty pants, the square root of 2.
Bet you're not going to get that one, know-it-all.
1.4142135.
All right, so that's one smart little girl, huh?
Yeah, pretty smart. Actually, smarter than me in math.
All right, so let's take a look at some of those words that the teacher used to ask her about certain operations in language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, so like we said, you guys know how to do math and you know the words in your language, but maybe in English it's a little bit harder to find the right words. So let's look at those now.
Okay, so let's look at the first question that she asked. What's 4 plus 11?
4 plus 11.
Okay, plus.
Plus.
All right. So 4 plus 11, Erica, is?
Let me take a look at here. 15.
15. Okay, so we are adding, right?
Yes.
So that's how you would say. Let's go with an easy one. 2 plus 2.
4.
4, right?
Yep.
Or 5 plus 5.
10.
10. Okay.
You're really testing my skills.
So that's how you would add numbers.
Now, what about taking away numbers?
Okay. So taking away or subtracting. All right, let's test you again. In the dialogue, she said 56 minus 60.
56 minus 60 equals -4.
Okay, minus. So that's negative, right?
Minus.
So, and of course, if you have 56 apples and you take away 60, you are left with
-4.
negative
Well,
4.
actually, you're left with 0 apples.
Yeah, exactly. Now, that answer is also interesting. -4.
-4.
That means minus 4, right?
4 less than 0.
4 less than 0. Very good. -4. Okay, so now for our next operation. 12 times 12.
12 times 12.
12 times 12.
Now, Marco, don't ask me the answer.
All right, 12 times 12 equals 144. Now, that's multiplying.
Right, or multiplication.
Multiplication. Okay, so this times part, it's very easy to remember because, for example, 4 times 4. You can just say 4, the number 4, and you add it, right?
4 times.
4 times. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4.
Right, so times.
Times.
Now, the opposite of times.
All right, the opposite of multiplication is division.
Division.
Okay, so in our dialogue, the teacher said 0 divided by 1.
0 divided by 1.
0 divided by 1. Any number divided by 0 is 0.
All right, so let's give another example. 15 divided by 3.
All right, so 15 divided by 3 equals
5.
5. Exactly.
So divided by.
Divided by. Very good. So after division, the teacher was very impressed, and now she asked a very hard mathematical operation, especially for a girl this age. The square root of 2.
The square root of.
Square root.
So let's give some examples to show what is the square root.
Okay, so if I ask you the square root of 9.
3.
3, right?
Yes.
What about the square root of 4?
2.
2. Okay. So now one more. The square root of 16.
4.
4. Okay, so you notice the pattern, right? And I'm sure everyone knows this in their own language, how you would get a square root.
Exactly. So this language is pretty simple. You all know it in your own language, but let's hear it again in English one more time with the dialogue.
All right, children, let's review. Tommy, pay attention.
Sorry, Miss Cadlick.
Okay, Crystal, now tell me. What's 4 plus 11? 15.
Miss Cadlick always asks Crystal. She's such a teacher's pet.
Okay, and what about 56 minus 60? Negative 4. Very good. 12 times 12?
Very good. Suck up.
144. 0 divided by 1?
0.
How did you know that? Okay, smarty pants. The square root of 2.
Bet you're not going to get that one, know-it-all.
1.4142135.
Okay, so we understand the mathematical operations that we saw here. Very easy. But now there was another little kid in there who was very, I think, envious or jealous.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy, right? So he called her a couple of different names.
Well, let's look at those now in Fluency Builder.
Fluency builder.
Okay, so the first one that he called Crystal, the little girl, he called her a teacher's pet.
Teacher's pet.
Teacher's pet.
A teacher's pet.
So, Erica, what exactly is a teacher's pet?
It is the favorite student the teacher has in that class.
All right, so it's always the student that's helping the teacher.
Yeah, the smartest student.
Yeah. The teacher's pet.
Yeah, and it has a negative meaning in English.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's a good thing to be the teacher's pet.
Like the teacher thinks it's good.
Yeah.
But all of the friends and the classmates, they think it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. Teacher's pet.
And similar to teacher's pet is a suck up.
Suck up.
Suck up.
Again, suck up. What is this? What is a suck up?
A suck up is a person who tries really, really hard to make the teacher like him.
Okay, now we can also use it outside of the classroom, right?
Yeah, at work, maybe.
Okay, there is always at work, there is always one person who's the suck up, right?
Yes. Now, again, this has a negative meaning in English.
Yeah, I guess in the workplace, the rest of your colleagues don't really like that person who's considered to be the suck up, who's always trying to please the boss.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, so the teacher calls Crystal a smarty pants.
Smarty pants.
Smarty pants.
Okay, so this is also a little name calling, right? So what is a smarty pants?
Somebody who is too smart.
Too smart.
Who tries too hard to be smart.
Now, this is only for little kids, right? I wouldn't call you a smarty pants. Right?
No, it's definitely for children. Adults don't say this.
Unless maybe you are joking or having fun with someone.
Yeah, but if you say it, you are suggesting that you're being like a child.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, smarty pants. And our last one, and this is also a very good phrase and a way to describe someone, know-it-all.
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 A know-it-all.
Sometimes you say Mr. Know-it-all, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so what is a know-it-all?
Somebody who tries to show everyone that they know it all.
They know everything.
Yeah, they're so smart.
They have the answers to everything.
But they really, really try and show everyone that they know everything.
These people can be sometimes a little bit irritating, right?
Yeah, very, very annoying.
Annoying.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not a good thing to be a know-it-all all the time.
Yeah, actually, all of these phrases are not good things to be.
Okay, so let's listen to our dialogue one more time, and then we're going to come back, and Eric is going to tell us how much she hates math.
All All right, children, let's review. Tommy, pay attention.
Sorry, Miss Cadlet.
Okay, Crystal, now tell me. What's 4 plus 11?
15.
Miss Cadlet always asks Crystal. She's such a teacher's pet.
Okay, and what about 56 minus 60?
-4.
Very good. 12 times 12?
Very good. Suck up.
144.
0 divided by 1?
0.
How did you know that? Okay, smarty pants, the square root of 2.
Bet you're not going to get that one, know-it-all.
1.4142135.
All right, so Erica, you were telling me that you hated math, or you still do.
Well, yes, that's true. I really do hate math, and even doing a simple, like 16 plus 32 is too hard for me.
So you were never really that type of person that's good with numbers.
No, I'm terrible with numbers. I can't even remember my own phone number.
Really?
That's true. Like, I really, if someone asks me for my phone number, I have to look on my phone in the address book to find it.
Well, yeah, sometimes numbers can be difficult. I kind of liked math when I was younger. It just made sense. So.
Well, I guess there's a reason why I'm an English teacher and not a math teacher.
And I was actually not very good at language.
But here you are.
Exactly. Well, I mean, in Spanish, I like grammar. Not very good at that, all those rules.
Yeah, but you're pretty good at English, so that's all right with me.
That's all right.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Tell us what your favorite subject or your least favorite subject in school was. What about you? Do you have any favorite subject? Or did you have a favorite subject?
History.
History.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked chemistry for a while.
Oh, God. Chemistry involves numbers.
Well, a little bit, but it was interesting as well.
Mathematics, the language of the universe. Mathematics is one of the most important subjects in the world. It is everywhere around us, even when we do not notice it. People use math in daily life, at work, in science, in business, and in technology. Without math, many things that we use today, like computers, airplanes, buildings, and medicine, would not exist. Math is not just about numbers. It is a way of thinking, solving problems, and understanding the world. Math has been part of human history for thousands of years. Ancient people used math to measure land, count animals, and trade goods. The ancient Egyptians used math to build pyramids, and the Babylonians developed a number system to track time and record information. The Greeks, like Pythagoras and Euclid, created important ideas about shapes, numbers, and logic. Over time, math has grown and improved, helping people solve more difficult problems. One of the first things people learn in math is numbers. Numbers help us count, compare, and measure things. There are different types of numbers, such as whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, negative numbers 1, 2, 3, fractions 1/2, 3/4, and decimals 0.5, 2.75. Numbers allow people to do basic math operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These operations help us solve everyday problems, such as how much money we have, how much time we need, or how many people are in a room. Math is also about patterns. Patterns are repeated designs or sequences. For example, in nature, we see patterns in the petals of flowers, the shells of turtles, and the way birds fly in groups. In numbers, patterns appear in multiplication tables, sequences, and shapes. Recognizing patterns helps us predict what will happen next. Patterns are important in music, art, science, and computer programming. Geometry is another branch of math that studies shapes and space. Everything we see has a shape: circles, squares, triangles, rectangles, more. Geometry helps architects design buildings, engineers build bridges, and artists create beautiful designs. It also helps us understand how objects fit together and move in space. For example, when people pack boxes in a truck, they use geometry to arrange them in the best way. When we look at maps, we use geometry to find locations and distances. Math is also important in measuring things. People measure time, weight, distance, temperature, and speed every day. Clocks help us measure time so we can organize our day. Thermometers measure temperature so we know if it is hot or cold. Scales measure weight when we buy food or check our health. Rulers and measuring tapes help us find the size of objects. Measurement is necessary in science, construction, cooking, and sports. Another important part of math is money and finance. People use math when they buy and sell things, save money, or make a budget. When we go shopping, we add up prices to see how much we have to pay. We use percentages to understand discounts or taxes. Banks use math to calculate interest on loans and savings. Businesses use math to set prices and track profits. Understanding money math helps people make smart financial decisions. Math is also used in science and technology. Scientists use math to study the stars, planets, and the universe. Doctors use math to measure medicine and study the human body. Engineers use math to build machines and design new technology. Computers work with math to process information and perform calculations. Even video games are created using mathematical algorithms. Even though math is very useful, many people find it difficult or boring. Some people think math is too hard, while others do not understand why they need it. However, math is not just about solving problems on paper. It is about thinking logically, finding solutions, and making sense of the world. Once people understand how math helps in real life, they can see its value and importance. Mathematics is a subject that connects everything. It is the foundation of science, business, and technology. Without math, many inventions and discoveries would not be possible. It helps us make better decisions, solve problems, and improve our daily lives. In the next part, we will explore more advanced areas of math and how it is used in different fields. Mathematics is more than just numbers and calculations. It is a system of logical thinking that helps us understand the world. In this part, we will explore more areas of math, including algebra, probability, statistics, and advanced mathematical applications. Algebra, the study of unknowns. Algebra is an important part of math that deals with symbols and equations. In algebra, letters like X and Y represent unknown numbers. This helps us solve problems where we do not know the exact value at first. Algebra is useful in many fields, such as engineering, science, business, and economics. For example, if someone is saving money each month, we can use algebra to calculate how much they will have after a certain time. If a company wants to know how many products it must sell to make a profit, algebra can help. Even in everyday life, when we calculate the time it takes to travel somewhere, we are using algebra. Geometry and trigonometry, the study of shapes and angles. Geometry helps us understand shapes, sizes, and positions. Architects use geometry to design buildings. Engineers use it to create bridges and machines. Pilots use geometry to navigate in the sky. Artists use it to create balance in paintings. Trigonometry is a special part of geometry that focuses on angles and triangles. Trigonometry is used in construction, astronomy, and even music. When people measure the height of a mountain or the distance of a planet, they use trigonometry. It is also used in GPS technology, which helps us find locations on a map. Probability and statistics, predicting the future. Probability is the study of chance. It helps us understand the likelihood of an event happening. For example, when we flip a coin, there is a 50% chance of getting heads and a 50% chance of getting tails. Probability is used in weather forecasting, medical research, and even sports. Statistics is the study of data. It helps us collect, analyze, and interpret information. Businesses use statistics to understand customer behavior. Scientists use it to study disease patterns. Governments use it to make decisions about education, health, and transportation. Without statistics, it would be hard to organize large amounts of information. Calculus, the study of change. Calculus is a branch of math that studies how things change. It is used in physics, engineering, economics, and even medicine. Calculus helps scientists understand motion, gravity, and space travel. Engineers use it to design cars, airplanes, and rockets. Doctors use it to study how diseases spread. One important concept in calculus is rate of change. For example, when we drive a car, the speedometer shows how fast we are going. This is a rate of change because speed measures how distance changes over time. Math in technology and artificial intelligence. Math plays a big role in technology. Computers work by using binary code, which is a system of 1s and 0s. This is a mathematical way to process information. Artificial intelligence, AI, is also based on math. AI is used in voice assistants, self-driving cars, and online search engines. It uses complex algorithms, which are mathematical instructions that tell a computer how to solve problems. I can analyze large amounts of data and learn patterns, making it useful in business, science, and medicine. Cryptography is another area where math is important. Cryptography is the science of protecting information. Banks and websites use it to keep passwords and transactions safe. Without math, online security would not be possible. Math in business and economics. Businesses use math to calculate profits, set prices, and manage expenses. Accounting is a field that focuses on numbers and financial records. Companies use statistics to understand trends and make smart business decisions. Economics is also based on math. Economists study how money moves in the world. They use formulas and data to understand inflation, trade, and market growth. Without math, it would be difficult to make financial plans or understand how the economy works. Math in medicine and science. Doctors and scientists use math every day. In hospitals, medical tests use numbers to measure blood pressure, heart rate, and sugar levels. Math helps doctors determine the right amount of medicine a patient needs. In science, math is used to study space, energy, and atoms. It helps researchers make predictions, test theories, and find new discoveries. For example, astronomers use math to study stars and galaxies. Chemists use math to measure substances in experiments. Biologists use math to understand how populations grow. The beauty of mathematics. Many people think of math as a difficult subject, but it is also beautiful. It is a universal language that everyone can understand, no matter where they live. The patterns in math appear in nature, art, and music. The spiral in a seashell, the symmetry in a snowflake, and the rhythm of a song all follow mathematical rules. Math is not just about solving problems in school. It is about curiosity, logic, and creativity. It helps us ask questions and find answers. It is a tool that helps us build the future. Conclusion. Mathematics is all around us. It is in the way we measure time, the way we build cities, and the way we understand the universe. From simple counting to complex equations, math helps us make sense of the world. It is a powerful tool that improves our lives, advances technology, and shapes the future. By learning math, we open doors to new possibilities and endless discoveries.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. Go over what has been learned.
Review.
Add.
Plus.
The student a teacher likes best.
Teacher's pet.
Take away. Subtract.
Minus.
To multiply.
Times.
A person who always tries to make the teacher or boss like him or her.
Suck up.
Separate to some parts.
Divided by.
A person who tries to show he is so smart.
Smarty pants.
The number obtained when a number is multiplied by itself.
Square root.
I think something is likely to happen.
I'll bet.
The person claims or pretends to know everything.
Know it all.
A math problem where each side is equal.
Equation.
A mathematical process such as adding, multiplying, subtracting, etc.
Operation.
The process of adding a number to itself a certain number of times.
Multiplication.
The process of adding two numbers together.
Addition.
The process of taking one number away from another.
Subtraction.
The process of dividing something into parts.
Division.
Let's try that faster. The number obtained when a number is multiplied by itself.
Square root.
The process of dividing something into parts.
Division.
A person who tries to show he is so smart.
Smarty pants.
A math problem where each side is equal.
Equation.
To multiply.
Times.
Take away. Subtract.
Minus.
The student a teacher likes best.
Teacher's pet.
Go over what has been learned.
Review.
Add.
Plus.
I think something is likely to happen.
I'll bet.
The process of adding a number to itself a certain number of times.
Multiplication.
The person claims or pretends to know everything.
Know it all.
A person who always tries to make the teacher or boss like him or her.
Suck up.
Separate to some parts.
Divided by.
The process of taking one number away from another.
Subtraction.
A mathematical process such as adding, multiplying, subtracting, etc.
Operation.
The process of adding two numbers together.
Addition.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Plus. Everyone knows that 2 plus 2 equals 4. Plus. We need 5 tickets plus an extra one for John. Plus. I have $2,000 in my bank account plus an extra $500 under my bed. Minus. The ticket costs $100 minus a 10% discount. Minus. I don't understand this. Do you know what 1 minus 1 equals? Minus. There were 5 cans of tuna here minus 2 that I ate this morning. Where are the rest? Divided by. To solve this problem, you'll need to divide the number of days in a year by the number of days worked. Divided by. I weigh 140 pounds, so if I divide that by 2.2, I will know my weight in kilograms. Divided by. I don't think we have enough food. We only have 2 pizzas and we need to divide them by 20 people. Mommy, everyone at school says I'm a teacher's pet. There was a kid that used to bring my teacher an apple every day. He was such a teacher's pet. I always hated the kid that was the teacher's pet. He would always get more attention. Suck up. We have a colleague at work who's the biggest suck up. He's always being nice to our boss. Suck up. I hate it when someone tries to suck up to you just because you work with Britney Spears. Suck up. There is a job opening next month for a managerial position. I think I'm going to have to act like a suck up to get that job.